Next, I'm going to teach you how to ignore emails that come in while you make a works cited entry for a secondary source, in this case, literary criticism about Macbeth. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Dropbox where I have all of the literary criticism that I'm going to be working with. And I'm going to open the essay called Macbeth as Victim. Just like in the primary source, we're going to use similar information when we are citing a secondary source, in this case, literary criticism. However, before we do that, I want to actually again go to the Purdue OWL and check to make sure I'm going to cite information correctly. So I'm on the Purdue OWL website and I'm on the section about citing books, because each of these articles I have actually pulled for you from a book. And this isn't just a regular book with one author, like what we just cited. This is actually a book that has a whole series of articles, each one of which is written by a different person. So I'm going to scroll down to this part where I have here a work in an anthology, reference, or collection, like when you have different chapters of books written by different people. So once again, I'm going to just copy and paste the rules for myself so I make sure that I am following them exactly. And I'm actually going to build off the works cited page that I already made to make sure that I'm doing this just like you'll be doing it. And I'm already going to make this size a little bigger so you can see it bigger. So once again, we've got last name, comma, first name, period. The title of the essay this time, the individual smaller essay, gets put in quotations, but the title of the collection or the book as a whole is italicized. Then you use the word capital ED period, which stands for an editor, meaning who edited this book and put all of these different articles together. Then you would list their names, and then a period. Then this, just like in a primary source, the city of publication, followed by a colon, again the publisher, a comma, the year, and a period. This time it's going to be very important that you put the page range for the text itself because you haven't read the whole book, you've only read one small article from within the book. And then again the medium of publication, which in this case again would be print, because these were printed books until I lovingly plagiarized them for you and put them on the internet. Notice how when a line of a citation is when a citation is longer than one line, the second line and any subsequent lines get indented. The first line is not indented, which you can see above. So now I'm going to go ahead and write my works cited entry for this text. I'm going to shrink it down so you can see it better. Remember, I'm starting with the what am I starting with? Oh my gosh, I've already forgotten. Thank goodness I wrote this down here. I need the last name and the first name of whoever wrote the article. Here's this guy, Honigman, E-A-J. That's a really serious last name. Here we go. Because this person chose to use initials, we'll stick with the period as is. Now I need the title of the essay. Not the whole book itself, which is this. I want the title of the essay, which is Macbeth as Victim, in quotes, and not using caps lock. Because as is a small word like the or an, it's not capitalized. I need that period inside the quotation marks. Now I want to have the title of the collection in italics. Power in William Shakespeare's Macbeth. I spelled it wrong. One other quick thing. In's a small word once again, so I'm not going to capitalize it. But Macbeth is a title within a title. So I'm actually going to un-italicize the word Macbeth, which indicates that this is a title of something within a title. Now I'm going to need to list the editor's name with that ED period. Vernon Elso Johnson. This is a book by people with strong names. So ED, period. And it just says editor's names, which means it doesn't have to go in backwards order, it can go in first order. So Vernon Elso Johnson it is. Period. Once again, the city of publication, publisher, and year. I've got multiple cities listed again, but like always, I choose the first city, so Detroit, and then Gale Cengage Learning, which I actually think is really not the publisher. If I look up, the publisher is Greenhaven Press. I'm looking for words like press or publication or books to see who the real publisher is. This is probably the company. And I've got the date here, 2009. So Detroit, Greenhaven Press, 2009. Detroit, Greenhaven Press, 2009, period. Now I need the page number range for this particular article. So I'm going to scroll down to where this article begins, which is this page here, or page 79. And then the article ends right here. This is the next article. So it ends on page 84. 79 to 84. Period. And once again, print is my medium of publication. I'm just checking all of my periods and commas and colons against the directions. Looks pretty good. So I'm actually going to delete those directions once again. Now here's my works cited entry. One other thing I need to do though is that in a works cited entry, the entries need to go in alphabetical order. So I'm going to actually switch the order of these. So I've got H first and S afterwards. I'll save my work and